All right, ladies, we are here tonight on the show. And tonight we're going to talk about the NBA. Um, all the three games that happened last night. I'm going to go a little bit over all of them. So they were all pretty damn good. It's especially the one that I'm talking about right now, probably the one that wasn't that exciting out of the three, probably. But anyways, man, Warriors beat the Kings 114. 97 in a convention fashion, man. They they needed this win, man. They couldn't afford to go down 3-0. So great win for the Warriors, man. They got going at home, man. Just like I think a lot of people predicted. Even though they didn't have Draymond Green, they still got going. Um, Steph Curry led the way with 36 points. Klay Thompson 13. Jordan Poole 16. Wiggins 20. They got Moody with 13 off the bench. I don't think Gary Payton didn't play in this game either, did he? So no Draymond Green or Gary Payton. I thought defensively they were going to have a lot of problems, but they didn't. They kept the Kings under 100 points. That crowd really helped. I think the Kings were maybe a little bit caught off guard, a little bit maybe overwhelmed by the fans cheering. That's one of the loudest arenas in the NBA. Over there in Chase Center in San Francisco. But I mean, that's one of the best. That's like one of the best crowds, man. And over there, so I think that really helped too. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do. Jordan Poole still struggling. Only made 4 out of 13 shots. I would maybe consider taking both Kevon Looney and Jordan Poole out of the lineup, and maybe putting Gary Payton and Draymond Green. Obviously inserting them into Draymond Green's already in the lineup, but I would put Gary Payton alongside because I think that's the best defensive lineup you have with Curry at point guard, Thompson at shooting guard, and then I guess Gary Payton. You probably have to put Gary Payton at shooting guard, Steph Curry at point guard, and then Klay Thompson at small forward, Andrew Wiggins at I guess power forward, and then Draymond Green at center. You go small, but that might be your best defensive lineup to combat this high-power offense of Sacramento, man. This freaking De'Aaron Fox guy is unbelievable, man. 26 points tonight. Kevin Huerter, 13. Harrison Barnes, 17. Sabonis, 15 and 16. So that might be their best starting lineup. Gary Payton, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, and Draymond Green. At least not only offense, but also defensive-wise. That's what I would heavily consider if I was Steve Kerr going forward. Having that be my starting lineup and take Jordan Poole out of there and replace him with Gary Payton. But that's just me, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see what happens in game 3. All right, let's move along, man. We had the freaking Sixers and the Nets, man. This series, man. The thing is Joel Embiid gonna be able to stay healthy for the whole playoffs, man? Yesterday, limping, his leg, his back. Then he kicked the guy in the balls. Now it's said that already the NBA said they're not suspending him. Draymond Green, I guess he kicked somebody in the balls. James Harden, he kicked somebody in the balls. He got ejected, which I don't even think he deserves to get ejected. But it looks like the NBA, they're not going to do anything to either James Harden or Joel Embiid. They're both going to be available for the next game. But they're done. I mean, the Philadelphia's advancing. The question is, can Joel Embiid stay healthy? He's already starting to limp around. That's the big key with Philadelphia going forward. That is Joe, because now they're going to have to possibly look at playing, Boston in the second round? Man, I don't know if I like their chances with Joel Embiid already limping the way he is. We'll see what happens, man. Tobias Harris, 15 points. Joel Embiid, 14 and 10. You see, only 14 points. He's not looking that explosive anymore. Terrence Maxey, 25. James Harden, 21. 13 off the bench with D'Anthony Milton. But I am concerned about the health of Joel Embiid going forward in these playoffs. I really am. But as far as this goes, it's over. It's 3-0. It's just a matter of time, not if. The Sixers will advance to the next round, ladies and gentlemen. They just have to worry about the health of Joel Embiid going forward, man. For the Nets, Miles Bridges 26 points, or Mikal Bridges 26 points, Cam Johnson 17, Nick Claxton 18, Spencer Dinwiddie 20. They're done. Let's go to the next one. The Suns and the Clippers, man. No Kawhi Leonard, no Paul George. Jesus Christ, man. This could have been a blowout, but the Clippers just stayed in it, man. Stayed in it until they couldn't. They're double teaming Kevin Durant the whole time, and they're really letting Devin Booker get whatever he wants on single coverage, and he's taking full advantage of it. It's Devin Booker, man. 45 points. He's taking full advantage of it. They continue to get great production out of Torrey Craig. That's huge for them because their bench is not that good. That's what I keep saying. But we'll see what's going forward. Let's see what the status is for Kawhi Leonard going forward, man. That's the big thing now, man. Now he's got a leg injury. He's coming off an ACL tear, I believe, in 2021. He missed all of 2022 season with it. Let's see how he's feeling for Game 4. But that's going to be huge for them, man. They don't have Kawhi Leonard. I don't see them winning. Maybe the Suns take a 3-1 commanding lead. We'll see what happens. Like I said, Devin Booker, 45 points. Chris Paul, 11 points. He continues to struggle shooting. DeAndre Ayton, 12 points, 11 rebounds. Torrey Craig, 15 points. Kevin Durant, 28. Westbrook with 30 points. And Norman Powell with 42. And then off the bench, Bose Highland with 20. And Terrence Mann with 10. Those were pretty much the four guys that kept the Clippers in it. Westbrook, Norman Powell, Bones Highland, and Terrence Mann. Those were basically the four guys that came to play for the Clippers. And they did everything they could, man. They only lost by 5 points. They did everything they could, but at the end, man, obviously Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, man, it's a huge juggernaut. I mean, you're asking the Clippers to be Devin Booker, Chris Paul, Kevin Durant, with only Russell Westbrook and a bunch of role players. It's just tough, man. It is tough. But the supporting cast, like I said, Norman Powell, great supporting cast with 42, and then both Heisland and Terrence Mann off the bench too. But it's a tough task for Russell Westbrook and the Clippers to try to beat this team. Westbrook, who's supposed to be the third best player on this team, right now has to step up, and he's stepping up and being the number one option. But, man, for now, Norman Powell is a fantastic second option with 42. But if Norman Powell going to continue to do that down the stretch, I don't know, man. They got to get Kawhi Leonard back, man. They're probably not going to get Paul George back, but they at least got to get Kawhi Leonard back to give themselves a chance, man. Otherwise, man, I don't care about – so I said if Kawhi can play, I think the Clippers can maybe beat them because of their second unit is much better. Because now Norman Powell would go back to the bench along with Bose Heisland and Terrence Mann. I really like that for the Clippers, right? Their bench, and that makes their bench weaker too because by having Norman Powell have to start in place of Kawhi, then their bench is not that good anymore, right? You take Norman Powell out of the bench. So if Kawhi doesn't come back, this series is over, man. It's just over, man. Durant, even they don't have a bench. Just because of the fact they have Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. And at this point, it's just Westbrook with a bunch of role players. Forget about it, man. But anyway, until next time, holla!